What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we've got a brand new video still on this Bitcoin stuff because the price is absolutely killing it, as you can see right here. This is the Bitcoin chart, daily chart. We are just under $34,000. A little bit earlier, we were just about at this line, $34,516. Pretty much rejected at this resistance here, but this is a big move for Bitcoin, absolutely shattering through this one level here and the second one, this is the one that's important to stay above, is this 33,385. Honestly, to stay above 33, like 500, 33.6 would be the best situation for Bitcoin to do short term. But as you can see, all these different lines I have drawn, there's a lot of resistance to go through going up, but I do think that we're in a position now where Bitcoin can actually do this. There's been this reversal here. We've had multiple days in the green now. We've had, 4 days in the green, which is the first time in a long time, in a few months, that Bitcoin has had 4 green candles, daily candles at least. And yeah, the price is looking pretty good. Honestly, we have a long way to go, but that is to be expected. This could be the start of the reversal, and there are people who unfortunately did get sucked into being weak hands and selling the bottom. They sold at that 29,000 level, thinking Bitcoin's got to go lower, and usually whenever you think that is when Bitcoin does not go lower and takes off. So that's why it's just easier to hodl instead of try and trade and, play risks with Bitcoin. Just hold your position and, stay there. Hold your position. Only put money in that you don't need in the immediate future, and then you're good to go. You can hold, no worries ever. But we can look at these shorts. Obviously, we've looked at these quite a few times, but the shorts are very down. The while ago, when this was pushed down to the 29,000 level, 30,000, these shorts were around 16, 17,000, and the longs were about 50,000. So longs are up since then. Shorts are collapsed since then. So 54,000 long, 2,800 short, which is absolutely great. We love seeing that. We can see the percentage here of shorts and stuff. I mean, we went from 18% short. There was a point where we were almost 25% short, all the way down to 5%, where it's not even, people aren't thinking about it. And a bigger, interesting thing to look at is this chart right here. As it goes on, you can't see the edge here, but as it goes on, you see there's almost zero hedged shorts, and all of them are unhedged, which is obviously the most risky type of short. And then that we're trending towards a way where it's very close, where hedge shorts are almost the same as unhedged shorts. And that's just showing people might be losing confidence in shorting Bitcoin because they don't know if they can push the price down that much lower. We're at almost 34,000, and shorts, I mean, are just collapsed. They've constantly collapsed. You see right here, we were over 13, almost 13,500 shorts on the 18th, just collapsed down and continuing to collapse down, which we love to see because these shorts are just got out of hand. Recently, there was 3 spikes of them, but we've looking past that. Hopefully, we are done with these shorts, and it looks like they're trending towards a way where unhedged shorts are much more risky than they were before, and pushing the price down is something that maybe these shorts don't think is the smartest thing to put a bet on. And then looking at a couple of these charts here, we've got Bitcoin at $134,000 by December 19th if the pattern repeats, and you can see right here, this is just copying and pasting this pattern over this, which is kind of interesting to see. I think this is I don't know what this was before, because this is the COVID crash. I'm not sure exactly what this would be in terms of bull markets and all of that and cycles and what happened, but copying and pasting this, it's very similar. It's pretty weird how similar this is, and from there it just takes off. So if this copied and did the exact same thing that it did before, That would put Bitcoin at about $134,000 a coin by the end of the year. I think that we could even go way higher than that. If there's different patterns that repeat, like 2013 bull market and 2017, then you're talking $400,000 or 280,000 if 2017 repeats, about 440,000 if 2013 repeats. So this is something that definitely could happen, but there are much higher cases that could happen as well. And then the RSI, for those of who are more technical people who look at technicals and stuff, the RSI has broken a 7-month downtrend for Bitcoin. So now the relative strength index, that's what RSI is, continues to climb here, breaking these downtrends. So maybe we're looking at something where we start to get more bullish sentiment in the market. I've seen with like some of these news, like crypto news places, and even the mainstream media and stuff that cover like finance things, there's been a lot more positive talks about Bitcoin. Like someone from Bloomberg talked about Bitcoin, saying that they see Bitcoin hitting 60,000 is much more likely than Bitcoin hitting 20,000, which is a big thing to say at a price of 34,000 per Bitcoin. So hopefully, the sentiment seems to be changing, which would mean people who wanted Bitcoin, like whales, wealthier people who wanted the cheaper Bitcoin, are satisfied with what they have. And now we might start seeing good news come out instead of constant FUD, constant fear, making people worried and trying to get them to sell. And another big, neat stat here is talking about the Bitcoin transfer volume now exceeds $15.8 trillion. If the velocity transfer value continues at its current rate over the next 5 months, Bitcoin will surpass the entire GDP of the world's largest economy. That's the US, obviously. And right now, it's about 70% of the US GDP, which is pretty crazy. So this could be volume, like total volume transferred, which is still insane, or if it's yearly volume, which would be even more ridiculous. But either way, $15.8 trillion in volume. That's $15.8 trillion that use the Bitcoin network. Didn't need a trusted third party, a bank, to facilitate it. It was just people sending Bitcoin to each other, sending Bitcoin to other wallets, buying goods with Bitcoin like they do in tons of countries, and El Salvador is a big one with Lightning now. So we're just going to see this continue to grow, this adoption continue to grow, and Bitcoin just continue to find its footing in this types of places. And I think Lightning is going to really accelerate that, because people's big point is it can't be a currency because it costs too much money to send it. Like if you're buying a $5 coffee and it might cost you $10 to send the Bitcoin, now that's a null argument with Lightning, because now that $5 of coffee, if you're buying in Bitcoin, could be free, have no fees with it with Lightning, or cost you like a penny. So it's something that people are losing that argument on. People have lost the China FUD with China kicking out their miners. They're losing the way too expensive to use it FUD because of the Lightning Network being implemented. So a lot of this FUD is starting to die down and start not have a place, because the Bitcoin, it continues to evolve, the network continues to grow, and adoption grows, and people building on top of the Bitcoin network continues to grow. So all of these FUD that you hear now continues to die down, continues to be proven wrong. And then finally, an interesting stat here, or kind of, this is like obviously the title, but talking about Bitcoin ownership in the US has tripled since 2018, a Gallup survey found. So obviously meaning Bitcoin in general, the adoption of Bitcoin continues to grow. People continue to want it. The longer you go on, the more people want to get invested in it, and it's tripled since 2018. Obviously, that was even part of a bear market, so that was nearing the bottom of the bear market and stuff. 2017 was a big run up, and then 2018, 19 till 2020 really was when it was in a bear market, and that still had growth. You see the explosive growth here, and now institutions are getting involved. Now more than just individual people, there's lots of money getting involved, banks getting involved, companies getting involved, really wanting to make this something that is going to change the world, and that's what Bitcoin can do. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. A little recap of the big price on Bitcoin, which was a big move. I don't think a lot of people saw it coming. A lot of people are still screaming for 20K, and now we see this, and now people are screaming for the top. So it's just interesting to see how quickly market sentiment flips and stuff. But we're definitely in a better spot now than we were during this first dump here, getting back above certain levels, back into bullish territory. So as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.